I was supposed to get 8, but even with just 4 shares, I'm up half a grand. So it just goes to show you, every trade is worthwhile. Yeah. All right, cool. That's running fine. Any other SPACs trading this morning, today? SPACs announce today and they're trading. Those are so hot lately. All right, coming over to the stock market chameleon, double check on that, and then we'll get the TikTok stream going. Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. The most volume is OCGN this morning, okay, but that's not actually up as much as, say, Bed Bath & Beyond. Okay, now I'm gonna label these up. Next door is going into KVSB, but it has no volume right now. Okay. KVSB. Yeah, let me check that out in a second. I'm going to read what you guys wrote a little bit more. All right. Let me get the morning stream going. Bird IPO later today. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Let me put that right here. I have this one MLAI up also. A little late on the conversation about car. However, are your gains on it on puts? Mike, short shares. Short shares. Yeah, Emma. I mean, if it gets away from us, it'll be extraordinary. I got a day trade again here, so if it gets away from us, we'll just flip the other way at the right moment. But that'll be so rare. That's like a 9 out of 10. That, like, I'm short at 451. I don't know what your average is, but I just see that's not likely at all. I think that's plenty of padding. We got so much padding. Just let's let it die. All right. I'm going to go live on TikTok and we'll talk about the market. Reach for the stars. What is that thing? Points needed for ranking. All right. Wild rides and short squeezes. Bed Bath, Avis, Zillow in focus. All right, and we also have Uber and FLGC, OCGN, kind of moving around a little bit, but Bed Bath and Beyond with the biggest gains, still fading. Alna, OCGN's actually curving up right now. If you guys want to get in it for $1 a risk, you can get in now pre breakout. Dollar a risk right now, OCGN. All right, looking at the market now. Let's take a look at the market. Market in focus. Gold dropping over the last hour. Gold dropping 10 points. Oil also dropping down to $81 a barrel. So that's dropping energy. So that's going to price down energy and base materials and industrials a bit today. And in fact, that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the market go down a little bit on industrials, Dow Industrials. But with gold going down like that, that's a positive sign that there's probably going to be buying today. Gold is like the hedge fund ATM machine. If gold goes down, it's like they're making a withdrawal. They're getting their cash ready. Maybe they're expecting a dip at the open. Why get it right before the open like this? Maybe they're expecting a dip at the open and for it to bottom. Rates sideways, so that's still positive for tech. That's another positive day for tech. Any day in which rates are unchanged or down, that's a positive for tech. We do have the Fed speaking today, so we'll see if that changes anything. It probably will, and midday the market will probably slow down a lot. And in fact, a lot of things that you might want to have some follow through today might not, because the Fed is going to be making announcements today, and everyone will be just sort of waiting for what the announcements are. It's better to be a reactive trader. Smart money is a reactive trading, and dumb money is guessing and gambling. So you're going to see the majority of the market, the smart money, be waiting to hear what is the actual numbers and decisions, and then the reaction will begin. The Fed statement will be starting at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So that's what we have to look forward to across the day today. Tech, having another good day. Industrials down. So those two, tearing the market apart. The S&P 500 mixed in that manner. And gold down. So therefore, possibly a buy day for hedgies. And the VIX is at about 16, so it shouldn't be too bad today. Still in good territory. And so what we're looking at in focus today is Bed Bath & Beyond, which is up from 16, hit all the way to 32. So a double overnight on good earnings, I presume. And but it has faded all the way back down to about 24, where it's at right about now. And also it's still in a downtrend. So even with this huge pop, and however it can play out today, it's still at the tail end of a downtrend that it's been in for about a year now. So maybe this is the beginning of a turnaround, but you never can know for sure. This could just be a good moment that just gives it another lifeline for another couple months, and then it's just going to continue to fade overall as a stock. OCGN, like we mentioned earlier, dollar of risk to get in right now, pre-market, but the breakout we're really waiting for is at 18.8. OCGN trading 33 million shares this morning, so pretty hot. ALNA was at 86 cents yesterday, hit $1.20 today, so that's like 30% up. ALNA, ALNA on 24.7 million shares traded. RRD, we're waiting for it to break 10.5. It was 6.5. That's RR Donnelly, RRD. 7 million shares traded, so that one has a lot of potential. Lyft starting to spike right now. We'll be looking for the break at 53 on Lyft for about $1.50 of risk. GFAI, if it breaks 3.4, that's when we would get in on GFAI. It was at 2.2 yesterday, so up about 50% this morning. AMD also forming a cup and handle on the daily chart, and yesterday and today breaking out of that cup and handle moment. So it may be poised to go on a multi-day, multi-week run from here. Could be a good swing trade to get into. So be watching that. And CAR is fading. Overnight, it was at 360 roughly yesterday. but now it hit almost 300, and it's at about 320 right now, bouncing a little bit. It's probably going to break into the 200s after the open here, especially because today's going to be a little bit of a weak day on direction on the market because of the Fed announcement. Is anyone in U1 with Jack? So anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody on TikTok. If anybody wants to come join our trading community, just click the link in my bio. Link in my bio. We will be trading all morning today on the streams, so I look forward to getting to know each of you. And make sure you come take a peek inside of our trading community. Just click the link in my bio to come take a look in there. I don't need two. You can have one. Thank you, babe. Breakfast. Okay, car just went from 320 to 360 in one blip. Is it back down already? It's already back down. Somebody just got fucked. Somebody just got screwed really hard. Somebody did a market order and there were no orders all the way up the ladder, I guess. And they got filled at 360 almost. And now it's back at 323. Emma said that was a dark pool order. Yeah, it was something like that. Bullshit, right, Emma? But when you have a lot of money, you'll also be asking for those. Some hedge funds that were short Bed Bath & Beyond have been caught off guard and forced to cover their short positions in the stock on and other meme stocks, possibly have been margin called. We will get to know tomorrow. Okay, cool. Blue Tiger Group, thanks for sharing that. What play should we go for on OCGN? We're waiting for the breakout of 18.8, but right now you can get in for about $1 of risk. Stop at 16 pre-market on OCGN. A little bit higher risk, unconfirmed entry, but it looks like it's showing the signs that it's going to make it all the way up to 18.8 breakout. So a little bit higher risk entering now before full confirmation, but by doing so, you may get a higher reward. So that's the reason why you take the higher risk. Let me try some of this coffee here. Oh, that coffee is perfect. Which stock is which? AMC. Yeah, that would be funny, Nicholas. If the candle goes right to the open or closing price, it's an order that was made in the past 24 hours, but is just now being reported. It could be already closed. It could be someone covering. Gotcha, Emma. Yeah, okay, gotcha. That was very funny, Nick. What's up, you guys? Ariana, where do you go at 9:30 a.m.? Do you have a paid Discord? Ariana, we're going to be live today. Yes, Ariana, just click the link in my bio or click the link there in whatever. Where are you? On YouTube? There should be a link available somewhere there. And it makes sense because they're common, but ultimately have zero effect on what the stock does afterward. Right. And where was that explained to you, Emma? This is where Emma admits that she's in another group, the traitor. No, I'm kidding. No, really, Lila, honestly, like, who was able to explain that to you? Because that's really cool. Wall Street Bets. Ah, very interesting. Yeah. Share that article sometime if you can find it. I'll read through it. I'm curious of their perspective. All right, we have 12 minutes until the open, guys. So this is coming right up. Let's take a look and see if there's any other opportunities to get prepared for. But it looks like OCGN continuing to do good. It's now $1.50 of risk to get into OCGN pre-market. Who's in OCGN? Did you get in for $1 of risk? All right, Troy, way to go. All right, excellent, excellent. Bridget's in, Todd's in, Justin's in, Troy's in, Chris is in, James is in. All right, excellent. Mark is in, Mark Trimble. Great, great. Also, it looks like Dev Ops. Good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, Lava, Ariana. So, what was your question? Yeah, that's a situation there. Good morning, Evan. What is it at good day trade today? Alvin, we're watching OCGN, and look at it go. It's coming up on 18. You guys, if you got in around 17, you need to take 5 to 20% out now around 17.50, underneath every 50-cent level on a stock between $10 and $20. Dude, how are you guys even hearing me right now? Oh, yeah, I'm on. Is this better? I think you guys were hearing me on the wrong mic. Oh, there we go. All right. All right. Everybody's in good. Yeah. So anyway, what I was saying was make sure you take out 5 to 20% of your position at the 50-cent level on stocks between $10 and $20. And then here we go again, right underneath the $18 level here. And there'll be another profit target underneath 18.5. And then when it breaks 18.8, top up, reload. We'll have a new risk level for you at that moment. All right, I'm going to pull that up in the high-speed setup. It's looking like OCGN's going to at least be having a nice little run pre-market here. Are we still in on the matter swing? If it didn't stop out, then we are, Brian. If it did, then we're not, is the quick answer. Let me know if it broke our stop. Olajito. I usually start at 30 minutes before the market opens, so 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, we are coming up underneath 18. At any point now, 1793 is where it's at. 1794, you can sell 5 to 20% of your position here, just underneath this $18 level. If you'd like to learn more about the technique and the psychology of round numbers, you can grab some material from the man who discovered it, Jesse Livermore. That's the trader who discovered it, Jesse Livermore. There might be some books on that, more research on that. The psychology of whole numbers and why we take off at 50-cent levels, 25-cent levels, dollar levels, 10-cent levels. Ariane does. I keep saying that 1100 to me is the top on Tesla, 1100, and then right now is just enjoying a little bit of an overextension, but then overall, I believe the resistance is at 1100. Shiba is the run is pretty much over, but maybe it will ignite again. You got to understand that, once these things have topped out, the best thing you can do is then take your cost basis out and then go take that money and put it on something else that's running, like the way Doge performed earlier this year. But I think crypto should definitely be part of anyone's portfolio. and especially the high octane portion of anyone's portfolio. I believe crypto did, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who's pretty knowledgeable about crypto, but I believe crypto, or let's call it Bitcoin, did 800% year over year from this point to prior. And it did so with 80% volatility. So that's a 10 to 1 Sharpe ratio. It's a pretty damn good. So even though you have huge drawdowns, you have huge rewards, and so it becomes worth the risk. Yeah, Ethereum certainly has been great. Hey, Dallas, good morning. Ethereum has been great and hitting new all-time highs the last couple days. So, Dallas, are you going to be able to tune in for like long periods of time? I'm glad to have you here this morning, man. We have 6 minutes and 50 seconds until the market opens, and OCGN is having its first little pullback. It's about a 60% retrace, which is a bit too much, but this is pre-market, so everything's a little bit sloppy. But the current stop on OCGN for us pre-market is 17. Watching GME, is that what you said? Interesting. All right. I did think that's what you said. It was way up there. ETH has been great. Watching GME, you did say that. All right. Well, I'll keep it in my peripheral vision as well. All right. I'm going to refresh the market chameleon and see if there's anything else creeping up on us. I see IRTC is quite a bit up this morning. Let's take a look at that. And Lemonade is up. Nah, not that much, but IRTC, that's another one that we don't have on our radar. It's at 102, and yesterday it was at 74. So hell yeah, we should be looking at that. It's just not on a lot of volume, but it is grinding up a ton. So it's up, what, 33%. Well, I think about Alna, well, it's kind of crapping out right now. So that's not a good sign. It just did a failed retest breakdown. Dan is in OCGN. Okay, yeah, you guys just watch out for keep your stops at 17. Let it breathe. Hopefully you took your profits, Dan. Oh, also, if you've taken 2 profits, if you've hit 2 profit points, move your stop to break even. Don't forget that. All right, I just got all the halt information popping up here. All right. CAR and OCGN. Yesterday, just like I told you, on CAR, TD Ameritrade. Oh, there's a big drop on CAR before the open. Emma and I are really loving that since we're short. Look at that huge drop. We just broke below the low. Wow. In fact, what is going on CAR right now? That is an extraordinary push downward, sell off, cliff wall sell off. CAR just hit 310. So we are short CAR from yesterday. I'm short from about 451. Yeah. Of course not. No. And I do believe that CAR is probably going to end up in the 200s today, whether it be 290, 280, 270, I don't know. But today's going to be generally a weekday on the market because the Fed is speaking at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, we've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds to the open. So we got all eyes pretty much on OCGN. We will be watching BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond, for a breakout around 29.3. You can actually get an early entry on that at 28.01. And I'll get those risk levels to you in a little bit. Freaking tornado going by right now or something. I just hear a whole bunch of wind outside. Whoa. Well, if I get disconnected, we know what happened. But I have everything on battery backup here. All right, OCGN starting to curve up off of that pullback. Let's see if this is the next rally or if it's going to struggle and consolidate for a little bit here. We have 2 minutes and 50 seconds until the market opens. For those of you who aren't aware, I run a trading room. You just got to click the link in my bio in order to come check that out. Learn more about that. And you guys over on TikTok, don't forget to give me diamonds and likes. Lots of likes. Rapid likes. Give me thousands of likes and diamonds. That increases the ranking. It's not like I'm really fishing for them. It's good for the channel, for the show, for the morning program. If you love the morning program, sprinkle some diamonds and likes all over it because it helps its weekly ranking. We'll reach more people that way. We'll help more people. AMD with a huge drop as well. AMD with a cliff wall drop right before the open there. Sprinkle me, says Michael Omerlap, Palermo. I do, Garrett. I do. Let me drop the link, okay? Everybody can over in the group. Somebody dropped the market mastery link. Garrett was asking if I have any training material, and let him know after you drop that link. Let him know what you think of it. Should he do it? Like on a scale of 0 to 100, where do you put whether or not? Yeah, Justin says 1,000. Whether or not Garrett should do it. All right, nobody's got the link. I'll just type it out manually. Okay, there it is. RJ just dropped it. Thanks, RJ. RJ's like, all right, I'm seeing he's running back from the bathroom or something. So I got it. All right, Garrett, you don't need to send private messages, you guys. I actually tend to not read those. I don't know why. My mind just ignores those. Because it has the little red thing next to it. All right, we've got 42 seconds to the market open. You are a swing trader. Please help. Ariana, great. Wonderful. We do swing trading. AMD swing trade today would be a good entrance. Cup and handle breakout. Swing trade. 100 for Evan's jokes alone. Well, unfortunately, in my training materials, those parts are cut out. It's all serious. Cut down. No extra fat. All right, here we go. 15 seconds to the open. And I expect CAR to drop below 300, probably somewhere around the open here. That's what it wants to do. And then OCGN, hopefully it will pick up instead of crapping up. But watch your stop at 17, okay? If you're already in it, watch your stop at 17 or your break even. If you got in, watch out. Very volatile out the open. If you do get kicked out, you can get back in. There it goes. It broke below 17. So if you're already in OCGN, get out. If you're not, we still don't have a perfect signal yet. We'll be looking for it to break 18.01 on OCGN. Has not broken yet, so do not get in. All right. AMD rocketing to the upside. That's a huge, what is that? $1.50 right off of the open up candle. Same on Apple. Apple with the big up tick, 50 cents of risk on Apple for the entrance on Apple, and Tesla. Also, however, that's $10 a risk for the entrance on Tesla. So that's for bigger accounts, but you can still do it. So just take 1% of your portfolio, divide it by 10. That would equal how many shares you can buy. OCGN slammed about almost $16 on the downside, but it's now being really heavily bought up. A huge bottoming tail candle on OCGN. This is a great sign, and it means that if we can get up and over 1750, you'll be able to get a much earlier entrance should this bottoming tail candle continue to hold. Let's see here. We have just another minute for it to form, another 40 seconds for the 2-minute candle to form here. If OCGN breaks over 1751, that will be an early entrance we can get. Here it comes. 47, 41, 1747, 48, 50, 50. There it is. There's a break on OCGN. This could be a second chance entry on OCGN. Come on, carry over. 15 seconds for this candle to complete. 5,000 likes from you guys over on the TikTok. Thank you, everybody. Fantastic. And do that check-in thing. I don't know. That's some new thing they're doing there. All right, the candle on OCGN completed. Kind of, but it is a bottoming tail candle. And so, and the risk level on that was down to 1630, by the way. So that's $1.20 of risk on the entrance on OCGN. We are now looking forward to get over 1765 in order to have continued strength. All right, BBBY coming up. Can it break over 28? That's what we're looking for. Apple, what the hell? With a hard pullback, get out on Apple. What is going on there? Huge push forward and now hard pullback on Apple. What a whiplash. What a whiplash on Apple at the open. But Tesla is continuing. Don't stay in a losing position. Cut that quick because you got to make up those gains now. You know what I mean? You got to look at losses as money you need to get back in something else. And so in that way, cutting them quickly means they're smaller. So you don't have to work so hard on the other ones to get rid of them, to erase them. That can be a good way to think of it. All right, there goes GME. If anybody wants GME today, the risk on it is down to 213. It's about $10 a risk on GME. So you'd be expecting about a $20 move for a 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. You'd be expecting it to hit 240. If that doesn't look plausible, then don't take that trade. Yeah, UAA slightly breaking out to the upside for continuation from yesterday. The risk on that, I will tell you now, about 50 cents. 50 cents, not too bad. 50 cents. Stop at 25.8. Entrance at 26.3. UAA. Thinkorswim. Yes, I use Thinkorswim. But I recommend Webull. And let me drop the link here for you, except I just heard a breakout. So hold on. Let me see where that is. Just got a breakout on Pfizer. That's what that was. Pfizer, PFE. If you want to get in Pfizer, that could be continued bullishness from yesterday's earnings. Pfizer would be for about $1 of risk right now. $1 of risk to get into Pfizer. You'd be aiming for at least $2 a gain. Good morning, man. I was just working on something. Can't remember what it was. Oh, yeah, I wanted to pull up GME chart to see if $20 even looks feasible today. Well, it's at an interesting point. I mean, it really only needs to go about $10 more, and then it could really pop and fly all the way up to about 280. So there's a lot of potential on GME today. OCGN pulling back hard. Exit, exit, exit. If you're in OCGN in any way whatsoever, OCGN now with a double fail breakdown on OCGN. It's over on OCGN. Don't be in that. Not good. But UAA continues. GME continues. IRTC just broke out. That'd be for $6 of risk, stop at $99. $7 of risk, $8 of risk, $9 of risk. IRTC is just running. IRTC. BBBY crapped out. UAA continuing. Tesla has topped out. It's starting to pull back. If you've taken any profits, which you should, every $5 on Tesla, and we hit 11.90, so that was a profit point. You should now move your stop to break even. You should be out at break even on Tesla, but our current stop on Tesla is 11.75. How many days are in November? 30 or 31? I think it's 30. Okay. You have an Alcoa breakout coming, you said, Tony? Yeah, I really don't like trading derivatives. Everybody knows that, who's been with me for a while. But that said, because you can't rally them. But that said, commodities can run. So, maybe if you want to get into Alcoa, go ahead. Because commodities run better than stocks. But it can be a slower grind all day, just like a slight appreciation all day, but it could be real. So Alcoa, aluminum company, you can get into that if you like. IRTC now hitting 112. Make sure you're taking off 5 to 20% profits, probably 5% the way that puppy's running. At every dollar level, IRTC. We're only coming up on nearly 1 million shares traded today, so a little low volume. However, for it's actually 300%. It's at normal volume. So it's experiencing a pretty hot day today. IRTC. Did anybody get into IRTC? That was looking very interesting. Good job if you did, because I know it's fast. UAA is a swing? No, it's a day trade. We're talking day trade so far, you guys, everybody. Day trades in the morning here. CAR, is about to drop below 300. So that's what I'm talking about, Emma. And let's say it goes back up to 325 after bouncing off 300 or to 340. I'm good with that. I've got it at 451. I'm going to just let it zigzag around maybe all day. Today's big red candle, if that's what it ends up putting in, or a doji, whatever, we'll just continue into tomorrow. I feel good about just leaving it running. Looks like CVS Lotto puts. Oh yeah, it went the other way. So if you have any liquidity you can get back on your option on CVS, pull it back. I've got none, so I got $3 left. Nextia to the moon. All right. TRX. No, we're trading stocks mostly here. I do sometimes comment on some crypto, but we're trading stocks. Okay, Apple's coming back up, but I would take this as a sign that tech is ranging. And it looks pretty much like everything's setting up a range. There is a big push down on CAR right now, hitting 295. 295 on CAR. And so our shorts are printing. All right, Emma probably feeling good about that. What was I going to say? That bing, that ring that you heard, that was an entrance to short CAR on my system here. However, there are none to borrow on Thinkorswim, and I think they locked it up on a lot of other platforms as well. So I happened to grab a short position yesterday when it was way at the top at 451. Actually, that was my average. I got it higher than that as well. When it was easy to borrow. It was easy to borrow. So that was an opportunity. There's so many different opportunities that a trader can have out there, and over the years you'll pick up on every little one of them. And sometimes here and there, you'll notice that. But it takes experience. That's why it takes a good year before a trader is break even. And then it takes another year after that for them to start to be sharp enough, on top enough, to start to be turning in a profit. So it takes, 10 months to 2 years of constant daily work on the journey of becoming a profitable trader. I've been doing it for 25 years, on and off, 25 years. Nah, you can't, Justin, right? No, Britton. We wanted the puts. That's fine. We weren't interested in getting anything that was in the direction that was of expectation. Starbucks. Okay, let's see if there's anything else creeping up on us here. I got PTPI. What's going on with that? PTPI up 50%. Over $3 million traded already. Look at PTPI. What is this? What's going on there? And then GCOS. Easy to borrow, by the way. So is IRTC. So if that thing gets too overextended, you can always get happy on that one. Short happy on that one. All right, PTPI was at $1.73 yesterday. It's traded 8 million shares just in the last few minutes. 5,000% unusual volume on PTPI. You can get in now for 75 cents of risk. PTPI, 75 cents of risk, PTPI. I'm going to put that up here. So 75 cents of risk, what does that mean? It means you take 1% of your portfolio and you divide it by 0.75, and that's how many shares you can get. Apple now breaking out to the upside. So this is where it gets tricky. Is it just going to range or is it going to run? Feels like a ranging day to me. But why guess? I mean, either get in, and if you get in for a full dollar of risk, expecting to stop out at 149.70, or don't get in. Expect it to be ranging. AMD just broke out 129, same type of thing as Apple, all the way up to the top side. BBBY is crapping out. No signal on BBBY. Lucid is moving, but it's moving right into a previous bag holder territory, so it's likely a very low quality trade. So we're not gonna day trade Lucid. But again, AMD for a swing, looking good. I'll go buy my position on that right now as well. AMD for a cup and handle swing, AMD. So those swings last a couple days to a couple weeks max, the way we trade them. We only take the zig of the zigzag. All right, so putting in for some AMD. The risk on AMD on the daily chart was $10. So that is the risk. So if you for figuring out your allocation size, we use the 1% rule to figure out our allocation sizes. I'm just going to get the November 19, like the 120 maybe. As long as it's liquid. Oh yeah, quite liquid. So that's what I'll get. So like 2 weeks worth should cover you for one zig, if that's the way it goes. All right, I'm going to do a quick alert to the group on that one. Good morning. How you doing? Is it Katie? Please tell me your name again. I just after like 10 times I'm going to get it. We've talked a long time, but like I'm always embarrassed. Please keep reminding me, because one day Kelly. And look, I knew it wasn't Karen. We talked about that already. All right, Kelly. All right, we're going to get it. All right, I got to alert a swing trade on AMD. Entrance is now cup and handle swing trade. Risk is $10. Stop is actually let me pull that. Stop at 118. I bet everybody's going to like that one because RJ, what's up? PTPI still pushing. All right, did you guys get in? What'd you guys get in at? What was it? 275? What'd you guys get in at? What was your entrance? PTPI, 266, 270, 260. Wonderful. Look at that. And now we've entered stocks that are between $3 and $5 in range. And so we are going to take 5 to 20% profits underneath every 25-cent level now. So PTPI, that is right about here. And look at that. See, we're starting to get a pullback of about 30 cents already. That's why you got to take profits. Okay, way to go. We got people on the TikTok feed getting in. Very nice. John White, how are you? Ariana. AMC taking off this AM, my people? Okay, well, we'll see. Let me take a look at what we're up against on that. AMC's not moving much. It took off. It already took off in pre-market, but now it's running right into a congestion range. So that's going to be a low quality trade that we don't want to trade. PTPI, all right, hanging out around 3. I'm going to pull that up on my high-speed setup in case that turns into a halting stock. All right, it's sitting at 315, 316, 317, 319. It is definitely pushing up. We're about to break the high of 320. There it is. Ooh, 324. All right, make sure you're taking 5 to 20% profits on PTPI. Nah, don't trade AMC. How do you get into this? You're new with zero experience. Go to this link, buddy. Go to this link. I'll give you a link to start learning. But also click the link in my bio, okay? But here you go. Check that out. What are you talking about, Faraz? $128.03? What is that? Entry on what? Deer? Or what are you hunting these days? Rabbit? AMD. Okay, we already called AMD swing entry. Faraz, very nice cup and handle form in there. So we are in that puppy for a couple days here. We'll see what happens. What's the link I shared? Sure, here you go, man. Just watch. Just look for a post by me. It'll say chart trader. Here it goes. I'm going to post it again. Ready? But also, don't forget to click the link in my bio in order to join our trading community. But look, here you go. This is some learning resources for you. UAA continuing to push forward, push up, and GME making new highs. So I believe our entrance on GME was around 220. It's now hit 231. That was the price we were looking for. If it could break out of the 231s, it might run to 280. So how many of you got GME at the 220s? That's where we were looking to get in. I'm hoping a couple of you because that definitely is an opportunity. IRTC continuing to make progress. Who's in IRTC? It's now traded at 1.3 million shares, 464% its usual volume. So IRTC definitely catching fire. PTPI trading 17,000% its usual volume, 25 million shares. And let's see if we can get some continuation on PTPI. It's currently at $3. You should have taken multiple profits at this point. And so you move your stop at minimum up to your break even. But on the next breakout, we'll be able to move it up to at least 2.9. Let's see what happens. Well, you know, if you YOLO GME diamond hands, you only die once too, you know, and that's the problem is that with trading, you need to factor in losing into your system because losing does happen. It's not bullshit. And that's why everybody loses money is because they think they can just go with these dumbass YOLO systems. And no, you've got to take profits because, you know, if you're going to lose all your money, you won't have money to make money. And that's not how we do wealth management around here. Stocks are just one way we make money. We also invest in cash flow real estate properties. You also need to be investing into your IRA, 401k. You need to have all kinds of diversified investments, gold, crypto portfolio. You should maybe be getting into mining. You need all kinds of passive income flows. And this is really an active income flow, you know, because we're day trading, we're on it, we're using our hands. This is active, it's not passive. So, you know, you got to get passive income flows going as well. You want a good mix. The wealthy have a minimum, an average of 7 income streams. 7. That's on average, meaning some of them have 3, some of them have like 15. You know, so you know, You got to definitely diversify all your income flows. AMD is up almost 33%. Since when for us? Oh, for you today. Oh, okay, good. Way to go. I'm like, since when? All right, there goes IRTC. Now 576% volume on the day, hitting 123.81. IRTC. We might be hitting halt levels here. Let me take a look. IRTC. No, we're clear all the way up to 129. So make sure you're taking 5% profits at every dollar level on this. Our current stop is 105. So way down there. So don't let this get away from you. Be taking your profits all the way up, every dollar level, underneath every dollar level. There's another one, 124 on IRTC. Who thought IRTC was going to be the stock of the day? Nobody knows. Nobody thought IRTC was going to be the stock of the day. Maybe there's 4 of you out there on this stream of 10,000. Maybe the 4 of you, thought, oh no, I did. I thought IRTC. Well, trust me, none of us really thought IRTC was going to do what it's doing right now. This is why we trade together as a group. We trade together as a community. We have all the opportunities up. We have people who let us know, hey, here's something from right field coming in. Check it out. We open it up. Wow, look at it go. Let's grab it. And then we get these opportunities. It's a good idea to trade in a community like this. Group trading keeps you honest too, because we're going to keep each other honest. Don't bullshit yourself. If you suck, we'll let you know. But yeah, IRTC, PTPI, those are the current, interesting opportunities that we would have never thought at the moment. Yep, call out the bullshit. You have to. You got to be humbling. QuantumScape says, what was your name again, sir? Raw vegan wannabe. Maybe she's not anymore, or he. Sorry. QuantumScape. Let me check it out. All right, so we're getting the first pullback, second pullback on IRTC, but that run was really strong. So I wouldn't even be concerned until it gets down to VWAP at like 111 IRTC. So just keep hanging on there. Make sure you took lots of profits. Let's put our stop at 105 on that. We'll see if it curves up and around. It'll create a new stop level for you on IRTC. I asked who's in IRTC, and I got a lot of the people on the TikTok stream saying yes, but I don't see people in our group. Did you get in? Oh yeah, RJ's in. Okay. All right. Good. Well, RJ, good, great job, as usual. So that's what I'm talking about. Apple, it did a little fake out, poked its head out, but now it's pulling back again. GME continuing to 235. Who got that GME in the low 220s? That's when we started taking a look at it, and that was pretty much a tip from Dallas, my good friend. QuantumScape, I've pulled it up. Okay, yeah, it's grinding up. It's grinding and running. Let me take a look at the chart on that. Yeah, not sure how much more potential that has in it. It's going right into a bag holding range. So that could end up being a low quality trade. PTPI consolidating and pulling back to VWAP right now. That's a failed retest breakdown right now. Exit on PTPI. PTPI failed neckline breakdown. That's our signal. It seems to be struggling at that level. I don't want you to get trapped in a loss. You can always get back in if it re-breaks 325. Okay, but right now it's putting in signs of danger. Danger, Will Robinson. What was that, Ford? Well, we have a swing trade going on Ford that we've had going on for a while. And I believe we're still in it. Let me double check how the trading pattern is. Ford just continues to be excellent. there were 3 rebuy points all the way from our entry at 1250. I had to shed mine during rotation in my portfolio, but some of our members should and ought to still be in it. Ford looking great. All right, IRTC continues to pull back, and now we're getting about 60% pullback. Make sure you exit IRTC at your break even if that's something that it's getting close to. GME hitting 236. I mean, it could potentially go to 200 and 280 today if it continues like this. But I still think that doesn't mean you should get in now. That's just me informing people who are in it to keep holding. Who got in it at 220 this morning for a day trade, not people who are in it for a swing trade. Not those dumbasses. I got out with 4R. Steven, on what? On IRTC? Okay. We didn't really have an exit yet, but that's fine. Especially if you have a big enough account where you can beat the pattern day trading rules. You can always get back in. I'm now up 870% on the CSGP Lotto play. 870%, yeah. Sheesh, yeah. I almost let it go yesterday, but it was like it just was giving off the signals that it's still going to go down, and boy, did it again today. Go look at that chart, RJ, or I'll pull it up. CSGP. Look at that. And where did I buy it? 101. I shorted it at 101. 101. So I got the Lotto 92 put, and I'm now up 892% and growing. I think it's going to probably by the end of the day, I'm going to hit 4 digits of percentage gain on that. 1,000% gain plus. So much volume on Ocugen. Yeah, 77.56 million volume, 192%. It's typical 30-day average volume. So double its average volume within just the first hour here. And yet not going up. So volume doesn't necessarily mean up. PTPI, all right, who's still in PTPI? If you're still in PTPI, you probably de-risked 50%, or you got all out. Actually, if you got out and you were in, well, it might be coming back up to break out, at 325. If it breaks 325, we have a perfectly defined risk here of 45 cents. There it is, 45 cents entrance on PTPI. And I feel okay about it because it bounced and held on VWAP. And so this could be a good entrance for another run on PTPI happening right now. Tony, where? Oh, really? Well, thanks, man. One day. Macy's is running, you said? Oh, look at that go. PTPI. So 325 was your entrance. If you're still getting in now, okay. But you need to start thinking about taking 5% off underneath the 350 level. RJ just got hit right there with his take profit because 350 was spiked for just a split second. And I know RJ had 340, maybe 6. Let me guess. What number? I'm trying to guess RJ's greed level. Sounds right. Okay, RJ, thanks for being on my side. Being a good example for everybody today. Tony King says, Showtime, Billions. That's right, the show Billions. I got to watch that. Macy's. All right, let's pull up Macy's. Holy Toledo on Macy's. That's way down on my list here. Even Express, EXPR, doing really well. But yeah, Macy's up 10% today. Lyft, Lemonade, KPTI, ALNA, RRD. PTPI is now the top of the list. PTPI, if you've been making money on it, is the number one gainer on the day today, up 91.5% from the open. All right, looks like our AMD entrance is working out. That looks good. I don't believe we're stopped out on Matterport. I don't think so. STGW swing is up now. Okay, not mine. I don't know what you got, Britain, but very good. Maybe in a moment it's going to be up. Fubo earnings Tuesday. Okay, let me take a look at it. GME to 250. Look at that, you guys. GME hit 250. Who's in GME? Yeah, way to go, Dallas. So every $5, Dallas, everybody on GME, every $5, exit 5% of your day trade position. Got to take partial incremental profits like that all the way up. Trust me, it works. And let me take a look at that. What was it? It was a Fubo's chart. Yeah, Fubo's still in a downtrend, but indicating it could break pivot. There's still a lot of selling interest, overpowering buying interest. So I don't believe that one's really going to have the energy to run. All right, PTPI, your stop is 2.8. Watch out. If you already took a profit on PTPI, move 50% of your position up for break even stop, and the other 50% to stop out at 2.8. If you've taken 2 profit points on PTPI or anything you're in, you always move your stop up to break even. All right, GME is now hitting 253. You guys got to be feeling the FOMO if you missed out on GME. The entrance was way back down there around 220. I did say it's going to have to go up 20. What was it? I believe 20 points or 40 points today. Yeah, to 240 in order to make it a worthwhile 2-to-1 trade. Maybe that scared some of you off, but then I said, according to my analysis, it might be very easy once it pops 230 for it to hit 280. So it was very likely. The probabilities were high and in your favor. So it would have been a good idea for you to get GME around 220 this morning when we were looking at that. AMD failed retest. The breakdown level is 128.25. Let me double check that. Zoom in a little bit. Yeah, 128.25. We have a failed retest and more than a 50% retrace. So that's a 50% de-risk on AMD day trade. If you're day trading it, I don't know if anybody's day trading it, but I'm talking about the day trade. Swing trade, we're going to keep that running for days. IRTC still not stopped out. That is why we create the path of victory stop system. And now maybe basing and curving back up for another rally in a few moments. Beyond, let's see. Beyond not showing up on the chart. Excuse me. The hottest stocks this morning are PTPI, IRTC, RRD, ALNA, BBBY, GME, KPTI, Lemonade, Lyft, AMC, CPRI, Express, Macy's, BB, so BlackBerry, Skills, CHGG, Naked, Uber. But at this point, we're only up about 6% by the time we get down to Uber. The real rock stars are today were PTPI and IRTC. Get some drink here. All right, CSGP for me, still showing only 892% gains, but it should adjust higher in a moment. Only. All right, Eric. I mean, like I said, you can go for it, and it, as a commodity, it might grind up and run nice and smooth all day. PTPI about to neckline breakdown at 2.8. That's your stop, 2.8. So every day, we have different opportunities we go after. We never know what it's going to be, but every morning we pull up, the top 10, 20, 30 opportunities, and then we are able to watch and monitor them all for all these breakpoints. This morning was IRTC and PTPI. We had a trigger on GME. And we did have some triggers on PFE and AMD and Apple and Tesla, but those were nothing like the momentum opportunities presented with like OCGN, BBBY, Lyft, and then just out of nowhere, PTPI and IRTC with these huge, huge runs. Okay, yeah, ALNA is coming up. We'll be looking for the break at exactly 120. So 119. We want to break 119. So 120 on ALNA, ALNA. And the risk would be for 20 cents. Stop at $1. And it has traded so far 62 million shares, 10,000% its normal volume. So it's definitely experiencing a rare hot day. RGC has been running the last couple days. Is OCGN back in play? Somebody asks. No. It's going to have to get above 18 just to be back in play. Got to get out of the sag. It's sagging. What was that? RGC? By the way, you guys over on TikTok, if you want to learn, if you want to join our trading community, click the link in my bio. There's a link in my bio, and you can come over and join our trading community through that link. RGC, I believe you said. Let's see. Yeah, it might be running, but that's only a pullback in a downtrend. So that's meaningless. Yeah. Sorry for the bad news. But RGC ain't going anywhere. Hey, thank you for the diamonds. Thanks, guys. Need those diamonds. That helps boost the stream. Thank you. Increase our ranking. Excelente. Thank you very much. With RRD, we can potentially get in at like the break of 9.5 if it gets up there. So let's keep an eye on RRD as well. I am still swinging HUT. Yeah, today was a bit of a down day, but that's okay. We're still swinging it. We're still in it. I'm going to take a look at Macy's as a swing trade because that could have been a breakout or something. Let's see. Macy's has been a swing since been doing really well since $21 and now it's 31. But yeah, it's been doing really well. At the pandemic low, March 23, it was $4.50, Macy's. $4.50. Now it's $31. Just the year-over-year gain is up 368%. Now, if you had leaps on that, you'd be up probably 5x on that. So for 2,000%. But for example, I got into Dillard's at the pandemic bottom, March 24th, 2020. And I got in for, I believe it was $22, and now it's over $220. So 1,000% gains just on the stock. And if those were leaps, you'd be talking about 5,000% gains. What was the question? HUT still following the dream stop. Okay, yeah, it's good. The ALNA break we're looking for is 120. ALNA. Quantum scrape just breaking through resistance, says John White. Anton Dobb says, should you worry about Fed's meeting today for swing trades? Not too terribly, no. Not on an individual stock. If we were taking an economic swing trade, like if we were going after gold or SPY in general, the whole market, trying to predict an entire move of an entire country or economy, yes, but not for an individual stock putting out bullish signs, no. All right, the stop on GME is at 232. So the all-out stop on GME is 232. Let's see if it struggles and potentially bounces and holds the 232 level. Oh, you went heavy on SPY puts today, not looking good. Just go ahead and cut them, on the next little rally because it's ranging. The market's just ranging today. You're just guessing, by grabbing SPY puts. Yeah, ALNA, ALNA, exactly, Casey Lambert. Yeah, ALNA coming up. It's $1.15 at the moment. $1.17, ALNA. There's a lot of orders at $1.16. We're doing 3 million average shares per minute. Can I ask the 8-ball if I should go to class or keep day trading today? Nah, Alex, you should go to class. QuantumScape about to break 31. If QuantumScape breaks 31 and you want in, that's $1 of risk to get in. Stop at 30. That'd be a second chance entry on QuantumScape. However, you are now later in the trading day and trying to get into something for the first time towards the, on a decline of market volume. I'm up 898% on that CSGP Lotto put. Yeah, GME, watch the level at 232. We're trying to see if we can hold 232. That's where you'd want to get all out of this run, this day trade on GME if it can't make it. But that's good. If that was the trade today and it hit 255 and you took profits all the way up and you get out at 232 and you got in at 220, you're looking really good. You got an average of something like 242, something like that. Very, very good. Here we go. Breakout on QuantumScape, QS. $1 of risk if it breaks 31. 31.01, therefore. No breakout on ALNA yet. All right, made good money. Sold 11 and holding 6. Sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. And did you sell, those 11 partially, like a share here, a share there, every couple dollars of increase? That's the way to do it. Somebody says, QuantumScape, baby, let's go. Yeah, QuantumScape's good, but it's not quite that good. But, you'll get some gains. Incrementally. That's the way to do it. Yes. Made some nice money, Michael. Palermo says, made some nice money on GME. Did a hard stop. Okay, well, there was no hard stop necessarily yet. So I'm not sure what hard stop you did. Maybe it was the bottom of the 5-minute candle at 242.50. I don't know. But that's not part of a system that we use necessarily. I don't believe we're hard stopped out yet of GME. And the reason that's important, you did an option. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a little bit more risky, dangerous, difficult to handle. Michael, once you start to understand the 1% rule, you'll see that it doesn't matter whether you get options or shares. And you should get shares. Probably over risked, and you're just destroying your account. Yeah, I mean, I'm just, we're trying to be, nice and open and honest with you, but there's zero reason to day trade the options when you're doing the 1% rule calculation properly. All right. Let's see. Arif says he just joined and he's suggesting to buy something right now. We're about to maybe get into QuantumScape. GME could also come up and around and re-break high, so we're monitoring that. PTPI all out on PTPI. PTPI all out. We had failed retest neckline breakdown on PTPI. Exit fully. PTPI 2.8 was the risk. Was the stop. And the other one was IRTC, and that one is still within our stop, but looks like it's about to get stopped out. 105 basically is the stop on IRTC. Or your break even, whichever one, so long as you've taken at least 2 profit points. Nice job. Do I think Tesla's in a bubble? Not really a bubble, but I do believe that the natural top of Tesla is about 1100. It's a little overextended right now. It's going to pull back to maybe test 900, test 1000 level. It's going to play around there for the next month or two. So I believe that we're in a range on Tesla. We're not in a rally. We're not in a trend. We're in a range. QuantumScape is QS. And Arif, you guys in the group, if you could, there you go. Troy knew exactly what I was about to talk about. Arif, the guy Troy there just gave you a link. You know, I think everybody in the group who's been for a while can recommend that you should take that. That is a set of video lessons for you to get you up to speed on all our strategies and techniques for taking profits and holding. You bet. Sava, definitely not on the list today. PTPI, IRTC, RRD, ALNA, KPTI, BBBY, GME, CPRA, Lemonade, AMC, Express, Lyft, Aider, that's coming up from the rear. And now CHGG, Macy's, Futu, Macy's coming up from the rear. BlackBerry, Naked Skills. These are some of the top running stocks today. Yeah, I don't know about that yell. I don't know. Wow, why would somebody... Party? Something happened on Party? Certainly not seeing it on the list here. What about it? Brett? For Oz. Yeah, let me take a look at CVS. And also today we've got Bird is going to start trading in a little bit. That's an IPO. Let's go take a look at the IPO scoop calendar. Okay, looking at the calendar for today. Yes, we've got Bird and a couple more. Okay. I'm looking at MLAI. I'm waiting for that one to start. That's a SPAC. SPACs have been hot. Supposedly FRLA is going to start trading today, though that won't pull up on my system for some reason, and neither will TGVC. But also DMOB holding company and CMTG. I'll put the over here, but Bird is the big one. All right, I'm up 904% on that lotto put. Opinions on AMD. AMD. Yeah, I already mentioned earlier that we just got into an AMD swing trade today. AMD looking good for the next week or two. It's a cup and handle breakout on the daily chart. All right, GME did plow through our stop. Let's see if it builds up support. Now, I'm going to say go ahead and get out of GME now. Go ahead and get out of that day trade on GME. This is not pertaining to any of your long holding positions, but yeah, the day trade on GME pretty much over right now. We had a bit of a failed retest, a breakdown at 238. So right around this region from here to 238 is an exit on GME day trade. So par on par, all in all, that is profitable experience on GME this morning from about 220 all the way up to 255, taking profits along the way and then getting all out at 2 in the 230s here. All right, that's the way to do it. That's our technique every day, all day. Well, in the morning usually. And if you're up 1% on your portfolio, Dallas, on any day, more than 1%, like if whatever you just did and you finally close it out, whatever it is, and now, boom, you're sitting up more than 1% on your entire portfolio, our rule is to stop trading for the day now. Sometimes that you can be up 5%, 10% on your portfolio. Whatever it is that's across that 1% finish line, however far you got, if it's over the 1% line, you stop on the day. Reason being is because if you just make 1% per day, every day on the stock market, there's 253 trading days per year. So you would think that's 253% that you can make per year. But because it's compounding, it's actually 1,200%. So if you have like $10,000 and you make 1% per day every day for 253 trading days, $10,000 will be $120,000 in 1 year. Just with 1% gains per day. Yeah. And the reason why that's a nice goal is because some days like today, you'll make 3%. And then tomorrow, maybe you'll lose 1%, or maybe you'll make just 1%, but see, you're still sort of ahead. And the next day, maybe you'll lose 1%, maybe you'll break even, maybe you're 1%. And then another day, you'll make 17%. We have, once a month, we have a day, sometimes even twice a month, we'll have a day where members make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50%. They'll have a huge day. And so, you can definitely stick to that goal. And the reason why to stop trading at 1% is you don't want to what they call overtrade and start giving your money back. You really only want to be going after the tastiest, most massive moves. And those happen from the market open, even from pre-market, from the market open for the first hour of the market. And then after that, the market chills and you come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow for the morning. Morning sessions are where the pro traders play. And the end of the day. You're still holding. All right. Well, good going. Good for you. STGW, yes, having a good moment for sure. Just try to average 1% a day. Yeah. I mean, exactly. And, our system is once you've made it over the 1% finish line, stop. You hit the goal. And you're never going to hit it perfectly. So some days it's going to be 5%, 7%. You're going to frequently outdo the 1% goal. But you'll never consistently keep the 1% goal if once you pass it, you start to give it back by overtrading, which is what's going to happen. Some members can get an average of 2% per day. They'll have I think a $10,000 account will be like $2 million in 1 year. I don't know. Let me do the math right now. $10,000 account times 1.02 per day to the power of 253, 1.5 million. So that's a big difference between what I say 120,000. So even a goal of just 2% per day on your entire portfolio, if you can find less risky plays, more reliable plays. That's the way we play it. Reliable. We choose reliable plays. They're more reliable. And you choose less risky plays, like all these moonshots and stuff. Forget it. You're not going to make 1% per day. You might even lose money. But if you can consistently compound your money every day by at least 1%, you'll have 1,200% gains in 1 year. If you can do it by 2% per day, wow, you'll have, what do we say, $1.5 million on a $10,000 portfolio. So what is that in percent? Let's see. 15,000%. 15,000% gains in 1 year. And Jamal says he's up 3.23% today. How do you avoid being targeted as a pattern day trader? Build up your bankroll to $25,000 level or more. You have to have at least $25,000 to avoid the pattern day trader limitation. Another way is you can use U stock trade. U, the letter U, STOCK, stock, trade.com. And then another way is, but you got to do your own due diligence and research on this, is opening up an offshore brokerage account in the Bahamas through TradeZero, tradezero.com. Jake Edwards says he's up 9R today. That's pretty incredible. And I think we probably all want to verify that you're using the 1% rule on your trades. You're not using options. You are staying in when you're supposed to stay in. You're stopping out when you're stopping out. You're not exiting early. I mean, all that stuff. Like, for instance, I think, RJ probably, represents probably like the ideal strategic trading. And I think he's probably up, I don't know, 3R. So I worry about anyone who says they're up 9R, but congratulations. Way to go, Jake. What are you up, RJ? RJ's like the bar. He's like the bar to cross. Stopping out is one of the hardest things to get down. It really is, Sergio. RJ says he's up 3R. Sergio says stopping out is one of the hardest things to get down, and that's absolutely true, because stopping out, other than at your break even, is probably the last most subjective, decision you have to make. Almost arbitrary, but it's not. It's just that you have to watch, really ideally, level 2, supply and demand, and see if there's a struggle there or if there's a lack of support and it's just going to fall. If there is support, then it's helpful to watch it and hold on and let it play for a minute or 2 or 3. You guys over on TikTok, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you click the link in my bio in order to come join our trading community or learn more about our trading community. PTPI coming back up. Why is that not still up in my system? It's like I erased it on purpose. Okay, we'll see. We're stopped out on PTPI. If it can break 350, so 351, then we'll get back in PTPI, but it'll be for, at least at this moment, about 75 cents of risk. What would RJ do? WWRJD, yes. Jamal says, I consider the 1R potential loss as a cost of printing money. The way I describe it is it costs 1% of your portfolio in risk to get into the ring in like a boxing game, right? It costs. You have to, in order to get over the ropes and into the ring to play, in order to play, it costs 1%. Now, you don't have to play, but then you're not going to get anything. To get in, you got to be willing to pay the 1% cost. Now, there could be winnings there, but it costs 1% to get in, right? It's almost like if you're going to join a marathon, right? And they have prizes for first place, second place, third place, or in kind of races, but there's an entrance fee. So you could lose that entrance fee if you don't win, but you're willing to because of the reward potential. But you have to be willing to get into the ring or you'll never win. You can't win if you don't get into the ring. I just invited this one dude who has another big account on TikTok to go live. Let's see if he comes up. Join the stream. TikTok recommended that, so we'll give it a try. See if he comes over. He's probably like, I'm not even dressed, man. PTPI dead cat? No, not necessarily. No, it's still grinding up and over. Let's see what's going on. Tweelio in and out 3 days, picked up 1,200 to 1,500 daily, good or bad? I'm not entirely sure of what you're saying there, but I'll take a look at Tweelio if that's what you're saying. Can I put the 2 sites I just mentioned in the chat? Well, Jacob, right to the left of my screen is Apple, Tesla, and Amazon. But no, I mean, if you want to find the massive gains and momentum potential, they're going to be on these kinds of stocks every day. Stocks that are fairly unknown and yet are experiencing a once-in-a-lifetime day. And tomorrow will not be the same. It'll be over. Every dog has its day. NerdWallet IPO thoughts? I'm for it. I like it. Tweelio just dropped. Yeah, I see what you're saying about Tweelio. Man, it's been in a range for almost a year and a half now, making nobody any money. So I don't think I recommend Tweelio for anything. Oh, I don't think Jacob. Yes, correct, right. But there's a lot of facets to the stock market. Nobody could learn everything about the stock market even in a single lifetime. There's so many different ways to play the stock market. But I don't think I make it look easy. I don't think so at all. If you've been following along for enough time here, I don't think so. And here we go. Here's a guy who says he's up $1,000 just today. And by the way, one of the reasons why I make it look easy is because I focus on a couple of strategies or things, and those things that I focus on kind of care less about the stocks. They just become numbers, systems, strategies, techniques for executions for day trades. So when you're day trading, you really don't care. You're just a flea on a dog. A day trader is just a flea on a dog, and the dog's going to go where it wants. But we're going to get what we can out of that. Oh, by the way, CAR just made a new low. It's hitting 289.6. I'm for it. Yeah, exactly, Chris. I used to be, but I am still too. Thanks. Yes, this one particular person says I'm good at multitasking. You know it. Up here on my screen up here, I've got more going on, and then we've got more going on over here. Okay. So yes, I'm watching everything, and I think that probably comes from my days of multi-tabling poker. I used to be a poker professional for 2 years, and I multi-tabled 16 tables of poker all at the same time. You have to have your strategy down. You have to have all your decisions already pre-thought out for every scenario when you're multi-tabling 16 tables at the same time. For example, if you're multi-tabling 16 tables of poker at the same time, you will get aces every 2 minutes and 45 seconds. And so you got to be prepared to play those aces, and you got to be folding other hands while you're in the middle of the aces hand. So yeah, man. But the reason why you do that, and the reason why we follow all these stocks like this, is because otherwise it would be really boring. If we were just sitting here looking at one stock chart like this, waiting for the signal, oh man, I'd go out of my mind. No, you got to look at all the opportunities, and frankly, I'm neurotic about not wanting to miss any opportunity in any one day, and we still do. We miss lots of opportunities. But I shave it down to a list of opportunities that at least show potential in pre-market. So then when the market opens up, or possibly even during the last minutes of pre-market, we're able to get in those, and then they go way up. It doesn't mean that we might not have missed some other stock that wasn't showing potential in pre-market. We didn't know, and then somewhere during the day it starts taking off, and we don't really know what its potential is because it didn't show it in the pre-market. So, but why gamble on those? We just stick to what we already have a nice thesis on, and then out of those 10, 20, or 30 stocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them work out and signal, and then we get in, and then maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 of those win and win well. And then sometimes on some days we have massive wins, like DWAC last week. We had DWAC on Friday and Thursday wins, and on Wednesday, the day before that, we had another win on another stock that was insane. I mean, just massive gains. We had a member buy a boat. We had another member make $135,000. We had another member make 50% on their entire portfolio. So these gains, they happen, but you got to show up every day because you never know. You never know when it's going to be. So we show up every day trying to basically tread water, make our 1% every day, and we're okay with breaking even, losing 1%, losing 2%, making 2%. But what we're really trying to do is find that big fish, that one day where the megalodon, the Carcharodon megalodon, is swimming by, and we're going to catch that motherfucker. We're going to need a bigger boat, but we're prepared. We'll take it inch by inch. They say, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Yeah. So, showing up every day is the first step. And if you can't do that, you can swing trade. That's the next kind of less stressful, less active way to trade. And I give swing trade alerts in my group as well. Again, if you're over on TikTok, you can click the link in my bio to come join our trading community. We give daily swing trade alerts. Today was AMD, so we'll see how that turns out over the next few days. We're in HUT, which is working out. We're in STGW, which is working out. What else we got going on there? Beam and Matterport we just recently got into. NOG. Each of these, positioned as a swing trade. Very low stress. You just look at it once or twice a day, maybe even once every 2 or 3 days when it's actually doing something interesting. And then outside of that, if you don't even have the time for that, there's investing, long-term investing, which you should be doing anyway. You should be, first of all, let's back way, way, way up. You should be saving money every week, every month. And guess what? Your credit cards providing you debt does not mean you're saving money every month. Just because you can create money out of debt from your credit cards doesn't mean you're actually saving money every month. Saving actual money comes from there being a differential between your income and your expenses every month or every week or however often, right? If there's no differential there, you're either going into debt or you're broke. If you don't have enough money in your bank account to survive for 3 months on nothing, if you don't have enough savings in your accounts for 3 months, you're pretty much a broke person. And what that means is you really need to examine and reassess and reorganize your spending, your lifestyle, your life to be a little bit more realistic. You need to size down on your spending so that there now becomes a space between your income and your expenses. And that difference will be savings. Now you take that savings and you invest it. Why? Because if you just have your savings in a savings account or under a pillow or whatever, in 100 years, if your grandpa left you, $1,000 under a pillow so you could buy a new car, under in the wall in a safe or whatever, and 100 years later, he hoped you would find it so you could buy a new car, that $1,000 is going to be worth 30 times less. You can't buy a car with $1,000 today. That's because of inflation. It's because mankind improves 2.25% every year in its productivity. Inflation is the improvement, the efficiency of mankind improving year over year. We're getting better at picking apples, and then it becomes cheaper, easier, and then when we sell them, we get we're able to scale up. That's why we're as a society we're all scaling up, and so we get inflation. The average inflation is 2.25% per year. You need your money to beat 2.25% per year inflation for you not to be losing money, for you to be breaking even. If you can't beat 2.25% inflation per year, then you're losing money in life. You're not winning in life. You have to beat 2.25% inflation. Otherwise, you're going to just be hitting ground zero at some point in your life. So you have to take your savings now and invest it in something. And it can be simple. It can be something easy. You can get 3% to 5%, per year, and you're beating inflation. That's fine. But there are investments that will get you 10% per year, like the ETF IDIV, provides an annual dividend return of between 10 and 14% paid out monthly. So it's an annual percent, right? Paid out monthly. And with that money, you can just reinvest that money as well. You also want to get into, BizD is another good one. You also want to get into like all kinds of passive income like that. You want your savings to be invested and earning more than 2.25% per year. Mining makes about 120, crypto mining makes about 120% per year. Airbnb, passive, not passive, but you have to actively manage them a little bit. But Airbnb, cash flow rental property, if you can buy one and get Airbnb set up as a vacation rental, returns about 120% per year. There are some absolutely outstanding passive income investments you can make right now. The stock market, provides 8% per year on average. Last year, because of the economy crash and then the reinflation of the economy, it did like 30, 40%. Really strong, huge, very strong return. But on average, you get about 8% per year. So anyway, my point is, you've got to have that differential. You need to be saving. So that's step one. You got to back up all the way to there, because then this active income of day trading, this is just another form of a way to create money from money, to put your money to work. Exit UAA. If anybody's in UAA, the stop on that was 26.8 just moments ago. Dirty mouth. What? Oh, that's pretty funny, Faraz. That might be true. I can't repeat that. Later, Blue Tiger. Okay, excellent. All right, Blue Tiger. Roll that into the monthly. PTPI is climbing, but very slowly, and it means nothing. What you got to think of is compact all the time that it takes to grind up to whatever level. compact it, and it's still essentially struggling to get up there. It's about 50% up, 50% retrace. CHGG thoughts for a swing, says Brienne. What the fuck are we looking at that for? Brienne, don't ever look at that stock again. What did somebody say? RBDX. No, that's not coming up. I'm going to swing it just to spite Evan. That's funny. Yeah, go ahead. Lucid, Prague, FSR. What about Nex? And Restoration Hardware has been grinding up all morning. 655 all the way to 685. 30 points of grind up. Prague. No, you're probably bag holding Prague. That was a recent spiker. Actually, Prague has been on an uptrend. A precipitous uptrend. And now has pulled back to the bottom of what may be the pullback on each of these rallies that it's been experiencing. So it could be a good time to get in, but you need to figure out where you're going to get out. Always, before you get into something, figure out where you're going to get out. Prime Time Trading Group. That's right, my friend. VIP chat. Yeah, that's it, Russell. VIP chat. The channel called VIP chat. Oh, really? That's funny. He keeps saying that. That's funny. Oh, that's great. All right, you guys, we had a good morning trading session. Keep an eye on IRTC. Technically, we did not get fully stopped out of that yet. 105 is the stop. It held 105. It's starting to curve back up. Let's see what happens with that. I'll catch you in the Discord, in the VIP chat. That's our morning session. And now we expect the day to be low volume. From here on out, we captured the volatility. Thanks, Troy, for posting the link to the Market Mastery. If anybody wants to learn more about our techniques and strategies and trading in general, that's through the Market Mastery link. I'll post it now as well over on the TikTok. And if anybody's ready to come join our trading group and community, just click the link in my bio. Go over to my profile and click the link in my bio, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Bye. Love you. That's what Faraz said. Love you. This is what I'm going to wear today, and if you don't like it, you can go away. Bye.